This world ain't fair, and don't nobody care. We solemnly swear, it's in the air, drama popping everywhere. It's no love, ain't no feelings to spare. We solemnly swear to keep it 100. We solemnly swear to keep it 100. So have a seat, strap up, and let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show.
So we when we parked at the rodeo, we had to like walk all the way around to come over by the stadium, and I'm with my girl, but it's so much ass. Do you ever had a problem?
I am going to take the fifth on this conversation.
So what are you telling me?
So did you take the long way to see more ass, or did you go straight to where you needed to go?
I'm taking the fifth now too.
Oh my God.
I'm taking the fifth now too. Man, fuck it, we some creeps.
You're out there just creeping, boy. You're just something else.
We some creeps.
What are we jamming to today?
Guess.
I'm not getting.
We some creeps, God damn it.
You really thought about this, didn't you?
Yeah, it's kind of corny. Fuck it. It worked though.
You want some Michael B. Jordan shit today? Just
come on, dog.
Just corny.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned in to the biggest, baddest motherfucking podcast in the land. Yes, indeed. Reporting to you live from legendary Lab 7 Studios, home of the infamous Roundtable. We are powered by, who we powered by? The man, the myth, the legend, super producer, Mr. D. Francis. No, we not we not booing
I've been
D.
wanting
Francis.
to boo that man for a long time. Thank you.
Salute to D. Francis. I am the one and only Mr. Luke. I am sitting right across from the guy, Mr. Fabulous Alicio. How you doing, brother Alicio?
Man, good day, sir. We ready.
Good day,
hey,
brother.
Who produced this song? The creep song. Who made that song? Who you know who did that? Dope
was it Austin? What was his name?
Oh, he was the one
Dallas
knocking
Austin.
down.
Was it Dallas Austin? I'm not
Dallas
saying it.
Austin.
I don't know.
That's Chili's baby daddy. That's what it was. That's what he was.
I think so.
Okay.
Got to smash early when she was still.
When it was good.
Yeah, when she was still like super bad.
Super bad.
Yeah.
I've always liked Chili. I always thought she was.
That was T-Boz me.
T-Boz, really?
Absolutely.
No.
It was just something about her. She just had like she was that one for me.
Really?
Yeah, everybody loved Chili though, but I was like, I'll take that T-Boz. She was just so fly.
T-Boz gave me Queen Latifah vibes. I don't know why.
What you mean?
I don't know. Just a little.
Nah, what you mean? Talk your shit.
She just wasn't my speed, baby. You know.
All right.
Chili looked a little softer for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, it was something. It was actually something to that though. Like her.
The little baby hair she had. What in baby hair?
No, I ain't
for
talking about
everything.
Chili. I'm talking about T-Boz. I was like, she had like you know how they named the title of the album Crazy Sexy Cool?
Yeah.
It was something with that kind of did fit with all of them. Like they had like a little crazy side. You know, they used to have condoms and shit.
Yeah.
But they were sexy and they seemed like they was just cool as hell.
Oh no, they were sexy as shit.
Yeah. All right. Well, salute to TLC one time. We are big TLC fans, as you can see.
Boy, they had hits, boy. They had hits.
Man, they had super hits.
Damn.
They had super hits. All right. So we are live. This is We Solemnly Swear podcast. We are live in full effect. What's happening?
You know, trying to recover from the rodeo still, baby. I'm still dragging ass. I'm getting old. It takes me 2 or 3 days after events to just get back to normal.
Right. I feel like, and the rodeo was not last night. It was the night before last night.
Right.
But it feels like I just left the rodeo like 20 minutes ago. My body's like, nigga, we need a break. And I'm like, bro, we've been chilling. I ain't recovered yet, bro.
I slept in like a motherfucker today.
Did you do a lot of walking?
Man, we got there early, so we did a lot of walking. I wanted to try the Trill Burgers, but that line was Jesus Christ long.
Bun, you out of line for that shit. Listen, why not have like 3 or 4 like Trill Burger locations at the rodeo?
One. And that line, I swear, was half a mile long, all through that little covered area.
Yeah,
it was.
fuck that.
As soon as you walk in, it was, man, 100 people deep.
Yeah, we ain't doing that.
He need to bring in some fucking Chick-fil-A workers. They'll get that line now.
Oh, them
They
Chick-fil-A
have
people.
100 cars and it still take like
And
5
super polite at the same time.
Listen, Chick-fil-A line be like from here to Galveston, and you'll have your food in like 5 minutes.
Right.
That
Incredible.
That should be moving. All right, so let's get to the shit, man. Put your right hands up, fellas at the round table. Love you guys, but we got to do this. We got to swear in. Brother Alicio, do you solemnly swear to keep it 100, sir?
100, sir.
Brother D. Francis, do you solemnly swear, sir, to keep it 100?
100.
Luke, you can keep it at 100 for us?
100, my brother.
Man, this pod.
All right, we are now sworn in. This podcast is now in session. All right, so what were we talking about? Rodeo. So what was the big thing at the rodeo?
Shit, I think the big thing was the big disappointment. I mean, to me, in my eyes.
Oh shit! What are you talking about? You talking about the show? The Southern Takeover?
Man, the Southern Takeover was not what it was from last year.
Oh man,
I was disappointed, man.
Okay, so damn.
You thought it lived up to the hype?
No, let me get my thoughts together because I don't want to trash the show because I felt like it was a good show, but I felt like it could have been better. Does that make sense?
It could have definitely been better.
And for my expectations were through the roof. You know what I'm saying? Like last year was so good, and so, like that shit was just so dope. My expectations were all the way through the roof, and I was thinking a lot bigger artists than actually showed up.
Last year I thought was perfect. Like I know it's hard. It goes back to that Rihanna thing. Like, you know, we didn't like this year's Super Bowl performance because last year's Super Bowl performance was so badass. Last year's Houston Takeover, every fucking song was a banger. I mean, I couldn't sleep that night. I was so, you know, pumped up. I couldn't wait to get home after this shit.
So you saying Big Crit's country shit wasn't a banger?
Man, I didn't know who the fuck that was. My son had to tell me who that was. And he's like, he trashed that. And I said, he trashed. I'm seeing it now. He trashed. And they got the Cupid Shuffle. Like, ain't nobody want to do no goddamn Cupid Shuffle. This ain't a backyard barbecue. I ain't doing no damn Cupid Shuffle.
All right. So who was the first person that came out? Was it Tila?
Tila came out looking like a pimp from back in the day.
So we was sitting there. We like, who's gonna come out, right? Who's coming out? First person we see is Tila come out with no motherfucking shirt on, with his coat. You know, I said, okay, this nigga's got a little swag.
Yeah, still got a little. It looked like he had money.
Yeah, it looked like he was doing all right. And you saw Jazzy Faye on stage. You know, so I guess that was pretty cool, right?
It started off good.
Yeah,
and then they put that. I thought the map was real dope when they had the map on there and knew where
places.
So they go to Memphis, Tennessee. So you already know who's gonna come.
Well, we already knew 8 Ball and MJG was gonna be there,
right? But you knew when they put that Memphis on the map, they were coming out next.
No, because Tila came first,
right? But when the map came, they didn't have Tila first. They put the map after Tila, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Well, anyways, you knew 8 Ball and MJG,
but 8 Ball and MJG was next.
And they played some good music. They looked like they were struggling acts though. I mean, they look like they ain't seen a check in a minute.
God damn, bro.
They did. I mean, MJG's outfit looked like a Raw special. Come on now. Am I the only one that saw that?
I think so. I wasn't paying attention. For whatever reason, I wasn't paying attention to that.
Well, you weren't paying attention to the music because you couldn't hear the motherfucking sound.
See, let's talk about that real quick. So last year when we went to the show, I don't know if we all three of us, right? We all sat in separate places, right?
Right.
So I guess that we all had a good experience. This time, as a podcast, we all sat together in the same section. Unfortunately, the section that we sat in, not only could you not hear, but like, you know, we had the lights going on that was right behind us, like they was just on constantly. So when the whole place went dark, we were still sitting in the light.
Yeah, because we're on the last row of section 116.
I was like, fuck. But then the speakers that were like above us,
they weren't on.
Nothing was on. We couldn't hear shit the entire show.
So I talked to other friends that were there, and they sat in different sections. And I even my business partner Benny, he sat like where we're at, but just in the front row at a corner. And he said he wasn't hearing shit either.
Really?
So it was just a universal deal where everything sounded really muffled. We just got it worse than everybody else.
I think so. And that's why I didn't want to really trash the show, because I feel like it might have been a lot better show had we been able to like actually hear and like kind of really take in the music. But we really could not hear shit. All we heard was like Francis was saying, just like bass.
We were at a crawfish barbecue yesterday with some friends that were doing it, and there was like 5 people that were at the concert, and they sat at all different areas, and there was a universal consensus that it just wasn't as good. The sound was terrible. People always bitch about the sound.
Yeah.
But man, that was extremely over the top.
Well, that's the
shit
one thing I
itself.
don't like about the concerts in the stadium is the sound, right? Because it's like it's so big, it's like echoes and shit.
Right.
But last year just felt like, I mean, I don't know. I could hear everything last. I didn't hear Scarface was just talking, and I was like, is he rapping?
Bro.
I couldn't hear shit.
And Scarface needs to, Brad, I love you. You're one of
Hold on. We get the face. Well, we're gonna go in order how it happened.
Okay,
So,
go ahead.
After
Wait, add this though. We did have pretty decent seats too. It's not like we were in the nosebleeds.
no, the seats were good.
Well,
Yeah.
116. Yeah, I mean, we're just.
I just didn't like I didn't like the fact that we were like right back where the lights were and shit. Because when the whole stadium went dark, I'm like, it looks dark out there, but we were still sitting in the light, and I was like, fuck.
All right.
So I mean, while they were good seats, I just wish it was a little. I just wish we had more of an experience. All right, so 8Ball and MJG, they got done. Now, who else came? Who came after that? First of all, we didn't even do Bun because Bun performed at first.
Yeah, because he put a wood wheel and pocket full of stones and
Right.
hit the road. That was on there.
All right, Bun performed first, then Tila, then 8Ball and MJG.
They dropped Show Enough and Space Age Pimpin'.
Right.
And then the map changed. That they were going to put somebody else on the map.
Is that why they went to Georgia?
They went to Mississippi.
They went to Mississippi first?
They went to Mississippi because David Banner came out.
Okay.
David Banner came on right after 8Ball and MJG. So then David Banner came out with Little Flip, Like a Pimp,
Okay, yeah, they did. All right.
and Like a Pimp was like dope. I mean, because they kind of got the whole crowd, going. So it was.
That's a jammer.
So if we could hear everything clearly up until that moment, the concert looked like it was going in a good direction.
Right.
We had Pocket Full of Stones. We got Show Enough, Space Age Pimpin' Like a Pimp.
Bro, that shit was good.
Like up until then, I'm like, okay, it's just the bad sound, but it's gonna get better.
Right.
So then they hit me with one that hurt.
Don't do that. Don't
Hit
do
me with
that.
one that hurt.
Don't do that.
They moved the map again. They said Atlanta, Georgia, and I told my son, watch. It's gonna be Jeezy. It's gonna be T.I.
Did you skip Big Crit?
Yeah,
Mississippi, yeah.
that country shit. I forgot.
Yeah.
I skipped him on purpose because he's fucking trash. Everybody else skipped it too. I ain't trying to hear y'all trying to save this motherfucker. It was trash.
All right.
So then it goes to Atlanta,
He has a
Georgia.
decent fan base though.
Yeah, he got
I
solid
don't.
fan base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just somebody I just for whatever reason I just never
Well,
got into.
y'all
Crit.
love to say nice things about motherfuckers when they don't need to.
But I said nice. I never got into him.
So when they get to Atlanta, I tell my son, just watch. Here's the big act. It's a surprise. And
It's kind of what we were waiting for.
man,
we were like, okay,
because Atlanta's gonna represent. We already knew Louisiana was gonna represent with Juvenile and Manny. We knew Atlanta was gonna bring heat.
who they brought from Atlanta?
Man, they brought out Trinidad James. And the only motherfucker that jumped up to get excited was Francis. Talking about, oh, shit, that's my shit.
Francis
If you don't
took it-
sit your bitch
Hey
ass
man,
down.
Francis took his shirt off and was swinging around like a helicopter.
I thought he was Petey Pablo in this bitch. I said, Francis, sit your ass down. You're embarrassing the podcast over here.
All right, so we got
You know that's a lie. I don't stand up and get excited for shit. So.
we got Trinidad fucking James in the building. Now, don't get me wrong. I made a post on immediately saying basically what you were saying. Like I thought T.I. was coming. I thought Jeezy was coming. And who came? Trinidad goddamn Pop the Molly, I'm Sweating James.
That was a hit though. I fuck with Trinidad.
Big hit. That was a super hit. Like,
He just wasn't. He just didn't live up to your expectations.
Well, it's just 11 years after the fact that it was a hit. But like all the other was old songs, but they still stood the test of time. And this is one of them songs where it was just hot at that moment.
yeah.
And that's the way I feel about him, you know? Then they went to the motherfucking Cupid Shuffle motherfuckers, who I didn't even know
Now
who the
this
fuck
shit.
he
Now
was.
this fucked me up. I was like, dog. It was like they went to Louisiana. No, they changed the map. They went to Louisiana.
Swag Surf.
They did that shit. That shit so. Well, I'm like, bro, come on. Like, I get it. Black people love that shit. But I'm sitting there like,
Whole stadium was rocking.
they was rocking like a motherfucker.
I was
we
really
were sitting
disappointed.
over, look, we sitting over there looking like, look at this shit. And I was like, are we just old or what? Like, why we ain't swag surf? Why didn't we swag surf?
Man, I ain't swag surf.
Can we swag surf now?
No, bitch. No. Fuck no. That shit.
No, we did not swag surf at all.
And what makes me so mad is because I was telling my son the whole time, it's going to be better than next year, than last year.
Yeah.
And then this bullshit, with this fucking Cupid shuffle.
Yeah, Kiati was what came on. I don't know what, I didn't hear nothing he said on the microphone.
Couldn't hear it. But
apparently he got the swag surf shit going.
Yeah.
All right. So that happened. And then what?
The Cupid shuffle.
Now that's the shit that fucked me up. It was like, okay, then we taking it to Louisiana. I'm like, okay, let's go. We finna see some acts now. And they brought out Cupid Shuffle, man.
Boy, I was ready for somebody from the No Limit camp. I was ready for somebody from Cash. I was ready for another big act that it was a surprise that maybe we just forgot about.
They brought out the Cupid Shuffle, man.
Bro.
Down, do your dance, man.
Bro, so disappointed.
Man, listen, I was ready to go. And look, and I get it. Like that's just my personal thing.
Yeah.
Like I don't dance, I don't kick and shuffle and shit. So I never even seen this nigga before.
I didn't know who he was. Like
He's
I didn't
the
know
Cupid Shuffle man.
No, I know the song. I just never know who sang it, the name of the artist. I never looked it up. I didn't give a shit. I just hear it and I know it. We know it.
This nigga,
I don't want to see it in a fucking concert.
This nigga could be in line with me at HEB buying fucking lettuce, and I wouldn't even know
not
the
a
Cupid
clue.
Shuffle man.
Not a clue.
So I was very disappointed by that.
So then
they had to stop in Lafayette on the way to New Orleans. That's where he's from.
He's from Lafayette?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then Manny Fresh came out.
Okay, now we talking.
Get your roll on.
Now we talking.
Man, Manny Fresh came out. I like the song. Manny Fresh came out looking like somebody's aunt. He looked a little old, he did look a little old, man. Manny looked a little old, but it was jamming. Everybody was saying every song, every lyric of that song.
Get your roll on.
Get your roll on. Then Juvie came out. Juvie the player, baby. Where's it at?
Hold on, what the fuck?
I'm like, come on, dog. What are we doing?
Yeah, no, it was
like, come on, like this is juvenile. Like you got
like that's not the one to get the crowd
at all. He came out on this one.
He put him to sleep before he got him crunk.
That was disappointing.
I was like, no. But then, okay, so after that, after the rodeo song, then we finally got what we was looking for.
Everybody got up. Everybody
this was the highlight of the night right here.
There was titties bouncing everywhere. Yeah. Ass shaking everywhere. It was.
I had an ass shaking on me into Francis. I'm like, bro, my bad, dog.
Man, poor you, huh? Poor you.
So back that, like I say, I think this was the highlight of the night. There was another part coming up later. Okay, so go ahead. Let's go. We got back that ass up.
So then we got
you got done.
Then you got your boy. I look good. Your boy Charlie Boy.
Okay.
Charlie Boy. Man, that boy looked like a substitute teacher out there.
God
he
damn,
had on like khaki pants and a denim tucked in shirt.
He looked good.
He looked like a manager at HEB looking to settle an argument with somebody.
He looked good.
Boy, you lie, but okay, here we go lying again.
God damn. Well, we had Charlie Boy. That was when they went to Texas, right?
They went to Texas, and then the slabs came out.
They brought the slabs out again.
The slabs look good. They had big Thug or Slim Thug, riding the big.
They did. They had Slim Thug, Lil Kiki,
yeah,
and Killer Calion.
That's what that was. So
then they had the other slab. They had the Botany Boy. I know I saw C-Note, but I didn't see nobody else, but I definitely saw him. So,
and then they got what they play? Knocking pictures off the wall.
Did they? For Youngster?
Yeah. Okay. They played that.
Totally forgot about Youngster coming out there. Like I said, I didn't hear none of the shit that they was doing.
Bro, but that's where it gets a blurred because everything that they were saying, I couldn't even know what they were singing.
Yeah, I was trying to keep up with that shit. We couldn't really hear nothing.
And then all of a sudden Scarface came out. I didn't even realize it was Scarface until I saw him with that goofy ass fucking guitar that he knows damn well he don't know how to play.
No, but that's before, because then he Youngster still did want to be a baller, right?
Yeah, he did Baller and he did Knocking Pictures Off the Wall. He did those two, and the crowd went wild for those songs, but they were hard to listen to because you just heard the melody in the background and the crowd singing.
I really couldn't hear the melody. I just kind of hear the bass line of everything.
Yeah, it was bad.
Man, it was really bad.
It was
okay,
bad.
then like you say, you had Scarface coming out with his guitar like he's fucking what's the nigga name?
The boy think he a rock star.
Yeah.
Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix, yeah.
But the boy just he had like 2 or 3 notes, and the boy just swear he just knows how to make that thing cry.
All right.
So he did perform "Smile" and "Mary Jane."
Yeah.
So bangers, obviously bangers.
Couldn't hear shit.
But he missed the mark. He missed the point. He missed a golden opportunity. He should have brought out fucking
Willie
D, motherfucking Bushwick Bill's son, and did
Mind
playing tricks on me, and that whole place would have exploded, and we probably would have forgave the whole show, and said
that
this show is good.
I agree. They had like a little dust up about Scarface performing at the Grammys. Scarface performed Mind Playing Tricks at the Grammys, but without Willie D. Willie D brought it up on their podcast. So I was like, okay, well, it's kind of obvious that they're going to bring both of them out tonight, right?
And I didn't think Willie D was wrong in when he brought that up.
He wasn't.
In my opinion. Like, the man asked, what are you doing this weekend? Well, I got that Grammy shit. So if I'm Scarface, I would say, hey, by the way, I'm thinking of singing this song.
I agree.
You know?
No, but what Scarface's thing was is that the Grammys had out songs already, like, ready for them to perform.
Right.
But still, like, if I, like, that's like me saying, hey, Lisa, what you got up this weekend? You were like, oh, man, I'm just doing some shit, not too much. And I find out that you on like $1 million worth of game podcast.
yeah, exactly.
It's like
it's the same thing.
It's like, what the fuck?
But
come on.
Scarface asked him, do you perform the song? And he said, yeah. He does. He performs it without Scarface.
I get it, but
At
that's,
the Grammys,
but you the lifetime of rap, it's not just like a regular. If you were in Beaumont doing the song, sure,
Yeah.
who gives a fuck?
At the Grammys?
You're in the biggest stage of music, and they're doing like the history of hip hop, and you feel like you're part of that history. You just got left out. Your partner didn't left you out. That's what that is.
But they requested Scarface. They didn't request. I don't know.
I get what you're saying, but I mean, Scarface is either a big enough act to say, "Hey, can I bring my partner with me, or can I play a different song because I don't feel right?"
No, but even if that's not the case, you still just give your partner a heads up. Like, bro, this is what happened.
Yeah, give him a heads up.
I'm sure he wouldn't have really tripped. Like, I mean, I'm sure he probably would have still been salty, but it probably wouldn't have been to the degree that it was.
So then after Scarface, we got the surprise of the night.
Yeah.
And
is this the highlight of the night or just the surprise of the night? I still feel like the highlight was Juvenile.
Juvenile, I think Juvenile got the crowd the hypest.
Yeah.
At a point, but I saw the crowd when Erykah Badu came out there. They went crazy. Them women were singing the fuck out that song.
Yeah.
And it changed the vibe of the performance for sure.
I disagree.
But I liked it.
I disagree, dog. When she came out, she did On and On. And I remember sitting there thinking that this is not the song that she should have performed. She should have done Tyrone.
Yeah,
but then she did Tyrone.
Yeah, but she started with On and On.
Yeah, I got
that just like the rodeo song. That's not it.
No, I get you. Hey, you know what? Erykah jammed though.
Erykah be jamming. That's Erykah Badu.
Erykah jammed. So give Erykah her props. She jammed.
Yeah. And so I guess that was, and then we looked up and Alicia and his entire fucking family.
Oh man, I had to get out there. There's too many black people in the building. Get out there before I get fucking assaulted in this bitch. Yeah?
You know you're a culture vulture.
Goddamn,
you're gonna get what he can get and leave.
Shit. Think it's a game?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I just wanted to say bye to you.
Oh, I say bye in the back of my head.
Ain't that a bitch?
I shot the deuce at y'all, shot y'all a text.
That motherfucker, look, Alicia didn't even say, all right, fellas, I'll holler at y'all.
To the left, that whole section was empty.
All the Mexicans was gone.
I put my wallet in my front pocket and said, let me get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man. Well, listen, after we stayed and, partook is not a word, isn't it?
Partook, maybe.
Partook?
I'll say yes. Go ahead.
Nah, we finna find this out.
It took me out.
Is partook a word?
These came back from a search.
That means no.
Fuck no. Yeah. Fuck no.
That means fuck no.
It took me an hour and some change to get out of that damn parking lot that night. I was sick,
Yeah.
but
That's your karma for not telling us bye.
yeah, you're probably
We
right.
did that voodoo.
But we'll be back next year.
Absolutely.
Even as much as we just didn't like this performance, and I'm not saying we just hated it.
I think
I'm
that
just
it
saying
was
we could have
good.
been. It could have been better. It could have been a lot better.
I think that it was good, and I think that I also know why he did not announce the people with a slow drip like he did last year.
Oh yeah.
So like last year it was just Houston, so it was like, hey, this person's gonna be here, this person's gonna be here. They didn't do none of that shit this time. He was like, hey, we got Juvenile, we got 8-Ball MJG.
And that was it.
It was like, what you gonna say? We got the Cupid Shuffle, man.
man,
Man.
yeah, you get the fuck out of here.
Man, that's hard to top though. Last year was just it was
not
just
hard
that-
to top.
It was
No.
just that good last year.
So
Man,
where does Buns go next? Does he do like an East Coast takeover and he brings in people from the East Coast and the West Coast?
I don't know, but I mean, I think that if he goes to the East Coast, he needs to bring bigger names. He don't need to.
No, that's
like,
what I was
get,
about to
like,
say.
one hit wonder.
Just a Bun B takeover, the hottest artist. Doesn't matter that
Bring
recent
some
shit.
Right.
Jada Kiss, something like that.
Just put a dope show together. Fuck where they from. Let's just put a dope show together.
Because when he brings these acts, these are older acts that have been around for a long time.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's a lot of old acts from New York that that'd be badass.
I think so too. But I mean, what are you going to do? You going to bring like one hit wonder acts, or you going to bring people who are like fixtures in hip hop?
So do these guys get paid like when they come in?
Hell yeah, they performing.
So I heard they get is like $40,000, like a $40,000 kind of budget. Like
Should I do it?
but Buns off that Bun B off that 40,000, he has to, ration it out to these folks.
Are you saying Bun gets 40,000?
That's what I heard.
I don't believe that. Hell no.
Nah, man, you saw how many people had.
Yeah,
No, I get it, but I heard that's what it is. Like that, it's more for exposure and things like that, and they give you that. And I tried looking it up, and it kept on saying 38,000, 39,000, 40,000.
You might be right.
That's what it kept on coming up over and over again. But I was just curious: is that why they have like some of these acts that one hit wonders, because all they're charging is a couple of $1,000s, and they get to be maybe relevant for a little bit where they can perform more shows.
I can't believe that.
Yeah.
Ambassador for Houston, he does a lot for the
truth
city.
be told, it was a good night. I had fun. I enjoyed the show.
Right.
But like I said, I understand now why they did not
What would you grade?
announce
What would you grade the show?
a B plus.
B plus.
And that was without us being able to hear any sound. I'm grading it based on if I actually was in the crowd and got to really experience it like a normal concert. Our seats, man, I'm telling you, our seats, while they were good visibly, everything else, they were.
What you grade it?
I would grade it probably a C minus, D plus.
God damn.
I really would. I'm not even lying. I'm not lying. And the C plus is just off of Space Age Pimpin' and freaking like a pimp, but really, because everything else,
By Juvie.
Rodeo. I'm supposed to get excited about Rodeo.
Nah, Rodeo was
See,
out
I mean, I'm just saying he gave me a mixed bag. If he would have gave me two bangers, maybe it would have brought the whole grade up. But by him dropping Rodeo before it backed that ass up, he took away from himself.
I'll give it a B minus.
Well, y'all motherfuckers love to lie to each other. Okay.
I thought it was all right.
All right. Well, let's move on.
I thought it was all right.
30 minutes of talking about the rodeo.
He said a C minus low.
Hey, D, I think he's motherfucking
Said D.
D. Yeah.
Oh, you said a C plus. What's the C plus, C minus?
It matters.
75 versus a 79, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I haven't heard any. Negative reviews about it. Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I haven't.
Everybody I talked to was a universal consensus of.
I'm talking about black people.
Well, I don't talk to no black people except y'all.
All right, so
What's wrong with y'all?
all right, so Bun B, just give it a C. I think B plus, but you said D, so we got to mix. We got to find a common. Yeah, we got to find
C
a
plus.
C.
C plus. We'll give Francis that he was right.
C plus. All right, C plus.
Gives you room to grow.
And guess what? We'll be back next year. So
Yeah.
it doesn't even. I mean, I don't give a shit what they say. I'm gonna be right there.
$12 beers. I'll be right there.
Let's go. Let's fucking go. All right. So what else we got going on? Oh, I just saw yesterday, Ja Morant, basketball player, Memphis Grizzlies. Very talented young brother.
Superstar.
Out here trying to be a nigga.
I don't understand when you have, I get you're like people make excuses when you're young because I did a bunch of dumb shit when I was young, and I still do dumb shit now that I'm old. But goddamn, this is what like the second incident that he's got with is it the second time he's been doing something with a gun or some shit? I know they had the IG video, but then didn't he have some other altercation or something with something else recently?
Well, I don't know. Somebody pointed a gun at him or some shit. I don't know.
It was some shit.
I don't keep up with a lot of shit, man. But I did see this particular video of him, doing the typical young people, on, was it live or some shit?
IG live.
Yeah, on Instagram live, acting like a nigga. I mean, it's just, I don't have no other words for it. Acting like a nigga. The nigga had a gun, gonna show the pistol. And I'm
protect himself. But don't put it out there that, on IG with you flexing with the gun and holding it all up.
You know what I'm saying?
That's ignorant.
This is not a gun. It's not a gun issue. It's more of an issue of just ignorance.
Ignorant. Yeah, it's just ignorant.
Listen, Ja Morant suffers from the same thing that not every, but majority of young black, I ain't gonna say majority because I don't know majority, but a lot of young black kids suffer from. And that's that gangster hip hop, what do you call that shit when you're impressionable?
Right. You're perpetrating that hardcore image.
That gangster shit. And we as a race are suffering from this shit. And it doesn't skip. It doesn't matter if you got money. It doesn't matter if you're broke. You still try to live up to this bullshit gangster tough image, right? And that's what's happening with him. And it's what happened with a lot of young black not even just athletes, just kids, young teenagers, young adults. It's happening. They can't shake this shit.
But that gang image is what's. I mean, let me rephrase that. That gangster image, whether it was the white gangster growing up or even like the black gangster now, it's always something that other people kind of looked up to or liked the way they looked in it. Women were attracted to that bad boy image, that gangster image.
Yeah.
And I think it just gasses them up to continue looking as gangster, as hardcore as they can.
So let me ask you this. On a scale of 1 to 10, what level is your attraction to the bad boy image?
Well, I like hugs and kisses myself. I don't like to get beat up, roughed up, and called a bitch and a motherfucking, other things. But nah, but I get it. I do get trying to live up to an image or live up to this deal. But man,
because it's what's cool. Like it's cool to be to throw up gang signs in the fucking videos or to look like that, to have a bunch of tattoos, to hold, to have your gun. Like that's what's considered cool. And
but he needs to realize that he himself is a brand. He himself is a business, and you're hurting your own brand. You're hurting your own business. Because he's missing out on possibly millions of dollars of endorsement possibilities for this dumb shit on IG. The guy
that's what's important to him, though.
No, I get it.
Looking cool.
How old is he? 23, probably 22.
Man, I don't know how old this motherfucker is.
I mean, he's young. I mean, I know what I was doing at 22, 21.
How old is Ja Morant? Okay. How old is Ja Morant?
John Moran is 58 years old.
So
Ja Morant, 50. Never mind what we said about the young kid.
Oh, he an ignorant motherfucker. Ain't no hope for that bitch at 58.
Who the fuck is John Moran? Nigga, I'm not. Now look, Google. This is Mr. Luke talking, right? Now, I know in the last couple of days, millions of people have Googled Ja Morant. Nobody has Googled John Moran, some 58-year-old motherfucker. So Ja Morant, 23 years old.
He's 23, bro. God.
And he's the prime age to be like just impressionable like a motherfucker, man. And that's why I say I'm not mad at him because it's kind of, what do you say? They know not what they do. Like he doesn't understand that shit. He's trying to live up and look cool. And for whatever reason, that's what we consider cool in the black community. That gangster shit.
But I mean, when you're 23 and you have all this money and all this talent and all this.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think that. Like, what can you tell a young man that's making millions of dollars?
He probably thinks that everything he's doing is right because everything's been going his way.
Shit, what's the evidence that it's not?
It's not, but I mean, it's just when you do shit like that, you're asking for I think you're bringing trouble that you don't need upon yourself.
Absolutely, but I mean, this is just the era that we're in. You know, I don't know in the Hispanic community how prevalent this gangster image is. I mean, to live up to, but in the black community, it's sealed in our minds that we have to look up to and live up to this type of bullshit image. You see it with the young rappers. NBA Youngboy, a multi-millionaire, most successful rapper that there is now. And for whatever reason, it's just still behaving like a nigga. Kodak Black, same thing. You know, got all the money, got all the fame, but they just can't shake the nigga shit.
That's
you know, and it ain't got nothing to do with age. Look at Boosie. Boosie the same age as me.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, he's still just a nigga. And that's all he wants to act like. Won't grow up. And that's what my biggest gripe with hip hop is and has been. It stopped us from growing up and growing
50-year-olds acting like 20-year-olds. Ain't changed.
It's sad, dog. And no other race has nothing that no other race has anything that has a hold of them like this shit has a hold of us. You know what I'm saying? So like every other age gets to mature and move on in life and act, you know, their age. But here, us, we have this shit that is like a monkey on our back that keeps us acting like fools.
A revelation that you said last time that really opened my eyes, and I never really saw it that way until you said it, that we're listening to the same music that our kids are listening to.
Yeah, that's what hip hop has done.
And that I've never put it together like that, but it opened up my eyes like, man, you're right. I mean, I do listen to the shit that my son's listening to, and my son's listening to some shit that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I shouldn't even be singing. I'm too damn old to be Pooh Shiesty and you know, talking about
but the question
jumping out of a demon door, you know?
The question is, are you too old or are they too young?
Probably a little bit of both, brother. Probably a little bit of both.
I can agree with that.
You know?
Why does anybody have a desire to listen to music talking about killing and shooting shit? Why is that desirable to us? Is it the fantasy? Like, cause I don't sit around and think about, oh man, it must be cool to just hop out and just pop and shoot niggas. Like, I don't think like that, but I mean, I do like music that talks about that shit.
I do too. I mean, it goes back to the meme, you know, where it's like the white lady, you know, that's driving in her little family van, but she's jamming, you know, some Young Jeezy hardcore trap music, and she gets to her job where she's just a manager at a, you know, whatever. She just likes the music, likes that feel.
Yeah, but the difference is with that white lady, she gets to listen to it and it just be music.
Yeah, she turns it off. It doesn't affect her, like her life.
For black people, it's not just music. It's a way of life. It's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. And it is dangerous because it has caused not only a lot of deaths in our community, but it has created, like you see with the John Morants. It's created these young people who are still trying to live up to fucking poor people qualities.
So what happens when that young black man or young Hispanic starts acting like a responsible adult, starts tucking in his shirt, tucking in his pants? Then what does he get labeled?
Corny.
Corny.
Yeah.
And that's wrong in itself.
But again, that's a strike against the culture.
Yeah.
You know, the culture won't let us grow up and it won't allow us to let others grow up.
Like the second you tuck in your shirt, oh shit, somebody's going to a job interview. You going to court? Like, yeah. You can't even.
But the music is celebrated so much like negativity and criminality that even like the whole thing about snitching, like the whole debate about snitching that we've been seeing in the news with like YSL and other people, like we just created like a fucking a cesspool of criminals. And like we act as if we have to actually live up to like criminal lifestyle. It's sick, man. It's really sick. And you know, a lot of people are affected with this sickness. And it seems that John Morant is just another one that is affected with this fucking sickness. And
well, I mean, hopefully this is just him showing off a little bit. It doesn't affect him. becomes and continues to be the superstar that I think he's
he's
going
a
to be.
superstar. I mean, it's no question about it. But I mean, his where's his mentality at?
At 23, it's hard to tell because I come from a married couple. My parents never divorced, never separated, and I remember just being ignorant at those ages, making bad mistakes, doing ignorant shit that we knew better, and and I was raised right.
Yeah. Well, salute to John Morant. You guilty. But still salute to you. Hopefully you grow out of that stupid shit that you on, young man. And continue to be a star in the NBA and carry yourself as a professional going forward. That what you are doing and how you are behaving is not professional. And yes, you are young. 23 is young, but you are an adult. You're a grown man. And, just hopefully you begin to act like it and let that little childish, silly shit go. That ghetto shit go. You're not in the ghetto. So.
Well, on to the next topic, baby. Good luck, Mr. Ja. What else we got, baby?
We brought up the corny shit. So I guess we can get into the Michael B. Jordan shit.
Michael B. Jordan.
What the B stand for?
Bitch ass motherfucker. No, I don't know.
God damn.
I really don't know, but I'm excited about seeing Creed after the podcast.
I bet you are. Niggas with their shirts off in the ring.
Oh man,
tussling.
That boy Jonathan Majors, that boy been looking like he working out. He look good.
God damn. Well, he look good.
I can't give nobody compliments around here, boy.
On your mama, on your hood. He look good. He look good.
You really gonna look up what the B stands for?
No. Yeah.
On my mama.
No, yeah, I want to know what the B stand for.
Baxter.
I was gonna say some shit like Braxton or some shit like.
I don't know what it stands for.
It
just sounds.
You fucker! I thought you looked it up. I was like, nigga, I thought it was gonna be some shit like Braxton or some shit. Michael, is it Brantley?
Why would it be Brantley?
Bakari. He got a black ass middle name.
Bakari. That's wow.
He got a super black ass middle name. Okay, but anyway, so Michael,
y'all be having some weird ass names.
Really? Eliseo?
Yeah.
Really?
My shit's in the history books, boy. That shit cold.
Is it?
I don't know. It just sounded good.
I know. I just wanted. That's why I just asking, see if you knew. All right.
So what about Michael B. Jordan?
So there was some controversy surrounding this guy. I guess he was on a red carpet somewhere, and some chick, L'Oreal, who is a correspondent for some shit, I don't know, came up and was trying to, interview
him. Uh-huh.
Yeah, about his new movie coming out. Like, hey, I got a clip of it. Let me find the clip. Hold on.
I would say, hey.
Hey. All right, Michael B. Jordan and L'Oreal.
Got Michael B. Jordan, the director and the star of Creed 3. And, we know each other. We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay?
The corny kid, right?
No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure. No, you did not hear me say I said we used to make fun of the name. But yeah, he is obviously killing things out here.
That really was it.
I don't understand how that was controversy.
They were saying that like he was being disrespectful to her by calling her out on the red carpet about
Like he was being petty, basically?
Yeah, by her, embarrassing her, about her possibly embarrassing him back in the day.
Shit, I would have gave her the business too.
He didn't even give her the business though.
I live for moments like that.
He just was like, "Oh, you called me the corny kid, huh?" Yeah, that was pretty much it. I didn't hear nothing that needed all this fucking discussion.
Yeah, that wasn't a discussion. That's motherfuckers being. That's somebody just trying to shit on somebody shining, giving something to complain about. I like Michael B. Jordan. I hope he does well. I hope Creed 3 is amazing. It looks good. I can't wait to see it. But for them to say that that's fucking disrespectful or something, it's just dumb.
Where does Michael B. Jordan's corny shit come from? Like, when did this narrative start?
Man, it just goes back to him not, he just looks like a clean cut young man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
doesn't look thug, doesn't look.
There was a meme about that. Did you see that meme?
I did see the meme. And this is, I don't want to say all women, but man, hold on. So the meme was Michael B. Jordan is cute, but doesn't have any edge. He just looks, I don't know, responsible. he looks like he knew where his birth certificate's at.
Okay.
That goes back to, women like guys with a little edge, a little.
He doesn't have any edge.
I guess.
What do you want? See, man.
That goes back to women not liking good men, but when a good man's present, they find a way to shit on him because he looks like a nice guy.
Yeah, I want a good man. Hey, here I am. I'm a good man. Oh, he don't have any edge. He looks like he knows where his birth certificate is. Like,
you trying to understand women now. Come on now. That's the way they are.
Yeah, I don't know. That's frustrating. Like, here's a guy carries himself well. He carries himself like a professional actor.
Around through with every other celebrity.
Yeah.
And he just happened to fall in love. Everybody else was treating her how being not having an edge.
Right.
Like who goddamn is safe? You know what I'm saying?
Was she with the girl that wrote that meme like Ja Morant?
Oh, she would have loved Ja.
She loved Ja.
Yeah,
holding
boy,
guns, ready
to
shoot him up like that.
Boy, she would have been excited. Get me pregnant now.
Right. Man, we are fucked. We are fucked, man. As
a society.
Fucked. Oh man, just beyond fucked. I mean, all right. So that's it. Michael B. Jordan. What else we saw in the news?
He's not guilty, by the way.
No, Michael B. Jordan. Totally not guilty. You didn't do shit.
Didn't do shit.
You didn't.
This Creed movie better be good though, boy.
Boy.
God
damn, man. God, why you gotta disrespect the man calling him boy? You sound like a white man too.
There you go. Oh, by the way, he did get the star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So shout out to him for getting that.
Michael B. Jordan?
Michael B. Jordan this week got the star Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Are they giving stars away a little too early?
I think so. I mean,
what the fuck is Michael? Like now I sound like a hater now.
But he's been in movies for like 20 years now. I mean, he's been doing movies since he was a kid.
I don't think I've seen him. It was The Wire. He was a little wild.
He was on The Wire, right? He was on there was a Amazon Prime movie where he's like a badass army soldier dude. He was badass. He was on Fantastic Four. He was Johnny Blaze on Johnny Storm on Fantastic Four. The remake.
So again, I asked, are they giving away stars a little too prematurely?
Yes,
I
think so.
Yes.
This nigga he was in a movie on Amazon. He was Johnny Blaze.
Creed 1, 2, and 3.
Creeds, nigga, get the fuck out of here.
The Creed movies are good though. Like the Creed movies are good.
All right, I take away. I'm sorry, Michael B. Jordan guilty. Get the fuck out of here. You guilty, man. Get the fuck out, man. I'm gonna get a star on Hollywood Walk of Fame next week.
You probably can, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
I got
a few Tubi movies.
I want to see them Tubi movies.
Yeah, damn, man. All right, so that's that Michael B. Jordan fiasco. What else we got?
Well, you want to talk about your boy Dilbert, or you want to talk about your boy, pretty boy Kodak Black?
I don't have a boy named Dilbert. We can go to Kodak Black. Even though I don't want to talk about that little nigga either.
He has to be the ugliest, arrogant little. Not arrogant because he's not really arrogant. He just comes across as dumb. And I don't know if he really is, but he comes across as it. Like mentally challenged. He looks like he just done drugs for way too long.
I think that we are part of a generation who saw young artists coming up and they knew how to communicate. They knew how to articulate themselves. So when you see somebody coming up, talk like this, the same way, you be like, what the fuck?
I hate.
We're in a different world. We're in a different world. Eliseo.
When they interview him, like I just cringe to hear him just like you said articulate his whatever he wants to say. This sounds like somebody that has no education at all.
Yeah, I'm with you. I agree.
Anyways, he came out positive for fentanyl. Tested a positive. Now he has to check into rehab. Otherwise, he's going to go to back to prison.
Back to prison. Okay. Well, Kodak Black, you guilty.
How do you test positive for fentanyl? I thought fentanyl was just killing motherfuckers.
I don't know. Maybe it's like
they asking. Is he like looking for fentanyl, or is he just in some of the drugs he's doing?
I have no idea. I don't know shit about drugs, fentanyl, none of that shit.
Man, I figured you'd be the man to know these things, man.
I know. I'm sorry. Sorry to disappoint you.
So disappointing.
So, unfortunately, now we got to talk about Dilbert. And after coming up the Kodak Black conversation, I kind of side with Dilbert a little bit.
Mr. Scott Adams.
Mr. Scott Adams. So we got a white man who has drawn like these little weird, ugly stick figure kind of drawings. A guy named Dilbert.
Everybody knows who Dilbert is, I would think.
If you don't know, you've seen it, right?
Yeah, right.
Just Google Dilbert, Dilbert. But the what do you call him? Not the art thing. What do you call someone who draws people?
A cartoonist, artist, whatever.
Okay, the cartoonist, artist, whatever. He is a white man by the name of what?
Scott Adams.
Scott Adams. Very white name, very racist white Scott Adams. What did he do?
But it
was a poll, right?
But he went on like the most racist freaking right wing poll that he could look up for his little confirmation of you know what I'm saying?
Play the clip of what I got. Hold on.
This morning, another newspaper is dropping the popular comic strip Dilbert after its creator was accused of going on a racist rant.
Dilbert's being canceled all over the country.
The Star
That's
Tribune
him.
in Minneapolis has joined the Los Angeles Times, Washington Post, and USA Today, no longer printing the cartoon, poking fun at office culture, after creator Scott Adams revealed his interpretation of a poll from Rasmussen Reports.
If nearly half of all blacks are not okay with white people, according to this poll, not according to me, according to this poll, that's a hate group. That's a hate group. And I don't want to have anything to do with them. And I would say, based on the current way things are going, the best advice I would give to white people is to get the hell away from black people.
Adams says he was only advising people to avoid hate and claims his quotes were taken out of context.
Well, they weren't taken out of context. We heard what you said.
Anytime a white man starts off talking about black people and calls them the blacks, you already know it's a problem coming.
I like it.
Blacks.
The blacks.
So apparently, this poll was taken out of context by him, and for him, just another a reason or excuse to just show his racism.
And the poll was, is it okay to be white? I think that's what the poll was. And what kind of poll is that? Like that's the most clickbaitist.
A Rasmussen poll, which is already a right leaning poll, so it's already some shit to create controversy, and it did because somebody bid on it.
This food is that fake outrage,
selective outrage,
selective fake outrage. Because that poll didn't really, didn't move him. He didn't give a fuck. He just wanted to say something.
First of all, Mr. Dilbert, Scott Adams, you don't fuck with black people anyway. So saying you those are the people that you don't want to mess with or be around. I'm sure you're not around black people on a daily basis. So you, sir, can shut the entire fuck up. Fuck you. Fuck that poll. Fuck how you interpreted that poll. Fuck Dilbert. Fuck anything associated with what you got going on. And nobody gives a fuck how you feel. If you don't want to be around black people, cool. We don't want to be around you. Who in the fuck makes you think we want to be around you, Mr. Dilbert, Scott Adams? We don't want to. We don't fuck with you. So fuck you. That's how I feel about it. Pretty simple.
Pretty simple, baby. And you're right. I mean, you're right because he doesn't deal with black people.
Right. He's saying
so for him just to
black people are a hate group. That's a hate group, and I don't want to.
Well, he's not wrong about that, but no,
man. All right, fuck you, Alicio. Motherfucker.
Mexicans are a hate group too. Shit.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, Mexicans be hateful as fuck.
He don't fuck with black people either. He said it earlier.
I fuck with y'all too.
Nah, I'm just playing.
That's about
Alicia said something else that I'm gonna queue up. It's a good one. He said something like, "Damn, don't worry, I'll let you know in a little bit."
Did I say something racist?
Oh no, it's a good. I got you.
I got okay. Good. I don't want to be canceled.
No,
I don't want to be canceled about how I honestly feel about y'all.
Right.
But this goes this whole Dilbert thing. This goes back to the perception of like Ron DeSantis, attacking critical race theory, like all this other bullshit that's going around, fucking Hot Wheels over here, taking shit out of textbooks as well, because nobody wants to hear about slavery and how it originated. And I think like people like this are the people that are egging all this shit on.
Absolutely. You mean white people?
Well, not all white people. I mean, and what's funny is I have to say that, like, not all white. Obviously you mean not all white.
No, you don't have to say that, but you feel like you have to say that because if you don't say that, you're treated as if you did say that.
Right. And they're, oh, I don't feel like that. I got 2 black friends. And like, no,
That's what I'm saying.
that's not what we're saying.
But listen, are we going to keep it real or are we going to be bullshitting?
No, keep it real.
Okay. So if we keep it real, then we know, just like you said, the critical race theory shit, teaching about how the country came to be as it is not, there's nothing wrong with that.
That's not white history. That's just American history.
It is. And that's not shaming white people. I mean, if it happens to be shameful, it is what it is. History is what it is. Trying to hide it and bury it is proof that you know that it's fucked up.
Yeah.
Right? You know that it's fucked up, and you're going to do every single thing that you can to try to erase it. And they're going to be successful at it.
Oh, yeah. Our
kids
aren't even going to know none of that shit.
I don't think they know now.
Well, I hope my kids do know at least that. I mean, because, you know, even Mexicans went through what y'all went through, not at that level, nowhere near that level. But, man, there was over 1 million American Mexicans that were born in the United States that got deported to Mexico just to free up labor, you know, when Texas was first coming up.
There's nothing wrong with that, though.
Yeah, they're doing it now, shit. But what I'm saying is all that stuff is not taught. They forget about it, and they act like nothing happened. The truth is it should be discussed. It should be taught. And it's not to shame white people. It's just to discuss, hey, this is where you came from, or this is, you know, maybe.
I don't do the thing that you do sometimes and, like, try to make sure that, I'm not to try to shame white. I don't do that because listen,
like putting that disclaimer out there.
I don't do that.
Have to. You don't have to. You know what it is.
Everybody knows what the fuck it is already. And I'm not going to allow any person, especially white people, to try to turn that shit back around on us, to try to make it sound like they're somehow a victim or like they're somehow offended when the offense is what we have gone through as a people and still go through. So there's just like, you have, even if I spoke it in a very ugly way, like some might perceive it now, I don't give a fuck. There's just your feelings. You know what I'm saying? And
Sure.
Nothing's being said against you or your people. We're just speaking facts.
Oh, it's those.
So I'm not
those are
giving
all
a disclaimer on facts. You know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing to like soften it up for you. Y'all got every fucking thing that there is. So why does everything need to be made soft for you all the time? And for us, it's just, hey, however it comes across.
So when it was crack, it was different. I mean, they went after what I feel, and like I'm sure most people do. It felt like they went after a race because they didn't go after the cocaine that crack was being manufactured off of. They particularly attacked the people that were using crack, which were black people, and they made harder crimes, harder sentences, harder everything for them. Now in this era, you know, crack is not like it was. Now we're more into the meth and everything else, and it's affecting white people a lot more. And all of a sudden, it's like, oh, we need to figure out how to help these people. We need to get them in rehab. We need to, and things like that is the shit that it bothers people, and they have to realize why they're in the wrong for these things. And it goes back to all this other bullshit.
Yeah, we have faced. I mean, when I say we, I mean black people. Just throughout history, we have had so many roadblocks in front of us that is so unfair, and yet we still hop over them hurdles. You know what I mean? Some way, somehow. But after years and years and generations of this shit, it's breaking us. You know, it's breaking us. We were focused at one point. We're not focused anymore. And that's why, you know, so much bullshit that you see with our race. I see people all the time saying, why do they do that? Why do they act like that? We're broken. We're a broken race. And you know, I don't know, man. I just to hear some stupid motherfucker like this Scott Adams saying shit like that. I mean, bro, as I said, man, fuck you. Nobody gives a fuck what you feel about black people. That's how you feel. That's how you feel. You was gonna feel like that regardless of a poll. And you don't know no black people. You don't fuck with no black people. That poll ain't gonna change nothing. So, you know, it is what it is. go kick rocks. You and your little dumbass Dilbert. I don't like that stupid shit anyway.
It's dumb. What I hate is like, the second that you do cry about an injustice or something, oh, you're being a crybaby, or they try to, change the narrative around to, victimize
Right.
or criminalize whoever the person that's bitching at.
Right.
And it's always something.
And then here he is bitching and crying about a fucking pole like a pussy. Shut up, bitch.
Just don't even make sense.
It makes sense to me because, that's gaslighting 101.
Well, no, it is gaslighting 101.
Turn shit around on top of his head and make the actual victim out to be the bully, and the bully act like the goddamn victim. That's what they do all the time. It's tiring. You know what I'm saying? And after so long, it gets hard to just even keep up with because they just don't stop with this type of shit. But
it's only getting worse, and this country's only getting more divided.
And it is what it is. But before we go, I want to talk about this week. I had I had a bad week, as y'all know, fellas. I've been talking to y'all, on and off this week about just how I've been doing mentally, emotionally, and I've been kind of in the dirt. You know what I mean? And I put a post on social media kind of expressing that, not fully describing everything, but I did mention it, right? And when I mentioned it, I got a lot of not feedback, but like a lot of people reaching out to me through inboxes and messages, asking was I all right, if there was anything that they could do. Just checking on me. And I appreciate that. I appreciate all of y'all. What happened to me, life is, I've said this before on the pod, life is difficult. When you have so much responsibility and when you feel like you don't really get a break, it kind of, it wears down on you. And that's kind of what happened to me, with working with my job, my day-to-day job, and then coming doing the pod, and, trying to maintain a relationship and maintain myself. I'm slipping, you know what I mean, in different areas. And I'm disappointed in myself behind that. I'm disappointed in the fact that I've potentially lost friends, you know what I'm saying, due to working on the pod and shit. Like I say, relationships have been severed, and that bothers me. You understand what I'm saying? And I wish that I could reach out and let people know, like, I don't mean to come off a certain way. I didn't mean for whatever happened to happen. And can we bury the hatchet at some point? That's what I want to say. But I don't know if I'll be met with that same type of energy.
I think the people that know you and know who you are, I think, know that you don't mean bad. Everybody goes through ups and downs in life, and when they catch you on your low, when you're feeling low, you don't get the same person, the genuine person that you are. And I've been fortunate enough not to experience, anything bad with you or anything like that. And I've seen you where I could tell that you're going through something. And as a friend, I'm here for you. Whatever you need, I'm here for you. And sometimes we just do need a break from it all. And the bad thing is a lot of times our jobs won't give us that break that we need. And it's a never ending cycle. And just puts more stress on you and your mind and your mental, and it starts affecting your relationship and your everyday. And it's a fucking domino effect that sucks. And that's adult life.
It's like I found out that I was human. You know what I mean? I've typically been strong enough to just kind of just keep pushing. But, last week I really found out that I was human. And, I was crying and shit, because it was just, I'm sad, I'm sad. And I feel like I'm unhappy, but I know that that's not really true. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I'm too fortunate, when I really sit back and think about it. But for whatever reason, like, as fortunate as I feel, as fortunate as I am, I had these feelings of like, I'm just not happy, Nothing's really bringing me real joy. And I realize that that's not really the case. It's just the fact that I just don't get a fucking break. There's no break in this adult shit. Like when we was kids, man, we used to have like fucking Thanksgiving break. You used to have the Christmas break, get a spring break. We used to have days here and there, President's Day, this day, that day.
But that shit made a difference, though.
It makes a huge
when you had them breaks.
Oh, as an adult, there's no. Then you had summer. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 months off. Like there's no summertime for an adult.
Wow.
There's no Christmas break. There's no spring break. I mean, I get we take vacations. That's cool, but
So you need a vacation from your vacation.
Goddamn right.
Your vacation.
It's not for what we do every year. We work 52 weeks in a year, right?
52 weeks in a year.
And we may vacation for how many? I'm talking about just average workers. What? 3?
If you're good, 7. If you're good, but the average, you're right, 3 to 4.
So
out of a whole 365.
Out of a whole, you know what I'm saying? So the other 49 fucking weeks is just work. It's a lot, dog. And it got to me. And like I said, as fortunate as I truly, and I'm fortunate, bro. I bullshit you not. I'm fortunate, dog. But it's not about material shit, No. It's not. My mental wasn't good. I look at myself. I gained a lot of weight. I don't want to work out. You know what I mean? Because I want to, but just time. I have to think, like, if I work out tonight, then that's going to affect my work, my actual day-to-day work tomorrow. And I got to have energy for tomorrow. It was like a lot of shit I was thinking about so much shit. And it just got to me, the fact that I have to do it all. But anyway, I did want to touch on that. I did want to say thank you to everybody who reached out. I'm good. Like, I have people really reaching out as if I was about to jump off a fucking ledge.
But that tells you how you affect people.
Well, no.
That's a beautiful thing. I mean, that means you mean something to a lot of people.
Yeah, I do appreciate it. And, I'm sorry if I gave that impression to anybody, but that's not what I meant. I was just going through some shit. And it ain't going to be the last time, as I have found out that I am human. So it is what it is. But thank y'all. I love y'all. And yeah, that was pretty much it. Oh, it is another thing too. Like, I was thinking, even after that, I'm like, wow, man, so many people reached out, right? Then I'll be thinking, like, damn, bro, we've been doing the pod for how long?
It seems like a minute now.
You know what I'm saying? And like, I barely get the actual support from the people that I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? You've come along, and I see your people like really supporting, showing a lot of fucking love and shit, which I think is great. Like, I know people are listening, but for whatever reason, when they don't like show support, they don't comment, they don't like. And when you don't see that shit, and you know that you're working hard, and you know that they watching, they looking, but they just refusing to like fucking
interact.
Like it's like it does bother me. You know what I mean? I try not to let it bother me, but it does. It's hard to know people are paying attention. And they watching you trying to do something, and they just kind of like very nonchalant about it.
But the important thing is they're watching, because we see the streams are up. We see that the downloads are up. So people are watching. People are tuning in.
Absolutely.
But, we do like when y'all are interactive with us on Facebook and give us things to talk about and things to laugh about, so we can continue hopefully entertaining y'all like we try to do. And it does make our week as adults go by faster when we're bullshit and talking shit,
or having a down week. Absolutely.
Those little seconds that you sometimes interact, or ha 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 to some of the shit we do. We like that shit.
Yeah, it definitely helps. So
I know sometimes my wife's like, oh, you posting too much shit. I know. I tell her I know, but I just I like to try to make people laugh or say something that puts a smile on somebody's face.
Hey, bro, it's necessary, it's needed, and I appreciate you for always providing good laughs to everything on social media that I see. You always provide that. Always good energy. Appreciate it, and it's definitely much needed. So, like, again, like I said, thank you to everybody out there who cares, who is fucking with me, and fucking with Alicio, and fucking with D Francis. We appreciate all of you guys, and we definitely hope to keep doing this thing. It's not easy, but shit, somebody got to do it.
Somebody got to do it. And we're up for the challenge as of right now.
Absolutely. So with that being said, look, thank y'all for tuning into We Solemnly Swear podcast. We definitely appreciate you guys. We hope to see y'all next week as we tackle whatever the fuck is going to be going on. Salute to Bun B and the concert that he put on, all the artists that showed up. I enjoyed it. Fuck you, Mr. Dilbert, Scott Adams, kiss my ass, you piece of shit, bitch. And also we will be having the clips from the rodeo cook-off. We'll have some audio up this week. We've been having a hard time like getting the audio and editing it. But we'll have some up this week. We know people have been asking, and we do apologize, but we'll have that up. Like I say, we gotta find time to do all this shit. So we'll have some up this week, and that's that.
Well, we out this bitch. It's another week. Thank y'all for listening.
Thank y'all for listening. See y'all next week. Scott Adams, kiss my ass, bitch.
On the way out.
Yeah, fuck Dilbert.
Bye.